See? It took me out.
Because I was playing what you thought.
It took me out.
Can you talking to you now? Oh, there we go. We got it now. Didn't even realize that. But anyway, yeah, welcome everyone. We are going to be talking about the Denver budget crisis for 2025-2026. And that's really about it. I don't know what bullshit, but
yeah, I mean, it's fucking crazy, bro, because it didn't have to happen.
Yeah, it looks like.
I mean, it did. It was gonna happen.
Yeah, there was so many different things that caused it. So let's start off by talking about what it is. So for 2025, Denver had a budget deficit of $50 million, which grew to $250 million by 2026. So something they've done would be to they eliminated 169 positions or people, and then 600 vacant positions were also eliminated. So there were 600 jobs that had no one in them, but they eliminated those as well. So that's just one of the first things they've done in order to fix this. But
and that's just awful.
Yeah,
it's 100% awful because they took away some jobs that really need to have people in them.
Well, here's the thing. They probably could have gotten rid of those jobs, the same amount of jobs, and not done it ineffectively. You know what I mean? Like, there's always government waste. There's always redundancies and stuff that don't need to be there. The reason why I say this is, okay, so I actually did some research today, everybody. Yeah, imagine that. I was looking at it, and so what had happened was, in 2020, there were only about 11,000 people that worked for the city of Denver. And by the time that 2022 had come around, it was nearly 15,000. So the pandemic, all the extra funding, some of those programs paid for a lot more people. And the mayor decided to continue with those jobs and keep those people on, which made a deficit, for the most part. That's the reason why there's a deficit. So there is 33% more people working for the state or for the city government now than there were before the pandemic. So we had, and then on top of that, you have stagnant tax growth. So 2023, they had a growth of 9%, but 2024 was only 2%. So if you're not bringing in more taxes, but you're paying more people,
Yeah, well, I mean, working for the city.
Working for the city.
The stuff that they got rid of, I feel like, okay, here it is. I'm going to give you my thing. They get rid of the stuff that they need to keep and they're keeping the stuff that they get rid of. Like all this adult stuff, anything for adults, adult sports and adult this and that, get rid of that. Why? Because the adults aren't our future. The children are. Why would you get rid of children's programs and cut children's programs to make sure an adult can have time to play softball? No. And then when you have workers who have a year, maybe 2-3 years till they retire. How about, here you go, severance package. I'm not going to give you the choice. You're going to retire. Yay. And then let the younger people who actually matter stay. We lost so many good people working, because now, they're overworked.
Well, there's fewer people working the same amount of hours,
I mean, you don't need, at a rate, you don't need 3 supervisors there. And then, so they took away the part-time workers and kept the long time. But the long time workers don't like to be in the front. That's stupid. So guess what? Somebody's still we're doing this justice to the citizens. So
yeah, well, the reason why they do that is because there's a correlation between taking away these resources and a placated, ignorant populace. So they're trying to keep poor people dumb, basically. You know what I mean? That's why they removed children's programming at the beginning. So, look what Trump did. He removed Sesame Street, PBS, right? Children's programming.
I mean, no, it ain't the same thing.
Huh?
It ain't the same thing.
Well, I know they're not the same thing, but they're still children's programming.
So both sides are fucked up because he is not a Republican. So.
Well, yeah, but it's the same shit. He went in. There was a budget crisis. There's still a budget crisis, but he's like, the budget, we got to cut some shit. So they cut family-friendly children's programming shit.
Which is stupid.
PBS, public broadcasting station. It's been around since 1950s.
Yeah, I didn't like PBS anyway. So.
Yeah, but it didn't bother me either. But at the same time, it's the, in my opinion, it's the sort of, whatever we call it.
PBS would have been good if they just grow, but they saying the same old shit. And,
That's true. They could have shook it up. They could have like gave people their severance and then fucking got some shit in there. You know?
I mean, because
they need some anime and shit to keep some
our
attention.
kids, yeah, because like those other people that you keep, they're not going to go and do the programming that needs to keep the kids in. Yes, adults have money.
Yeah.
But what do you do when adults can't go and do anything because the kids ain't got nowhere to go? Guess what they're going to do? Now, they're going to start coming too. So now you're losing both sides. I don't know. And then we give a lot of stuff away free.
Yeah, you
There's
guys
so
could
much
be
free
like,
stuff.
you could be charging a couple bucks for dinner or something, you know? Pay for the food.
I mean, no. They pay like for the P&Os I do, they pay like $5.
Well, that's good. But every afternoon, each one brings in $1. That would actually almost pay for the food, you know?
No. So they pay $5. Each one pay $5 for 35 kids. It still don't pay that because the food is like, just for some of the food.
I guess nowadays, man, I don't think
it's expensive. Like, you would think, like these used to, when we were growing up.
Look who's bigger. It's a we.
Uh-oh. Oh, you want to leave?
Yeah, this ain't good. Both the animals ain't like this.
No. It was like,
I'll take care of it.
you know, we had Showbiz Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese. You know, those places wasn't Showbiz Pizza. You know, they wasn't expensive. You know, you could go out eat, and the whole family could go, and you might spend $40, and everybody had a good time.
What are you talking about? I remember going like to KFC on Wednesdays, right? That's like family time, or whatever. It was like $8 a meal for the parents, and the kids were like $1 a piece. It was like less than $20 for 4 of us to eat.
Everybody eat good.
Eat good.
Now, it's $8 for a biggie bag. A biggie bag.
Yeah, I gotta, I order too much DoorDash, but like the thing is, every order of DoorDash is at least $20. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
And so like you're getting a meal for $20 for one person.
See,
it's insane.
I looked at it.
I don't have any food in my house right now, really. I mean, I don't have like groceries and shit right now.
I be making spreads. Like, we ain't got nothing in there. I put something together. Like I said, I don't have this. Give me some. Oh, we got rice. And I got just a little bit of some meat and some cheese. And I got these. Chop that shit up. French fries, chop them up, put them all together, and put it in a tortilla. Now, boom, with hot sauce.
Cheese? Yeah, you said cheese.
Yeah.
Make sure you put double cheese on there.
I'm telling you, hey, bro, you're not going to have all the cheese.
Yeah.
All the cheese. Like, I don't know, man. We could have done so much more. Like, right now, it's some things like we have Vive, love Vive. It's the Mexican side of the Denver Works. But, like, they shoot them bread like a mother.
Wait, what are they called?
It's Vive.
Vive?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like, they get that bread. We don't get that bread.
Yeah.
See, I said maybe if the black people all came together and did like the Spanish people did and go up there and protest and get our own like brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to stick us with, they want to socialize. We're all going to be together, and then they have their own. Because like, we used to get like to it with these people because they have their own time to swim. They have their own programs to swim, and like if you.
Hey, who's got their own programs?
Rebate.
Oh, the Hispanic kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, but that's not what it should be. It shouldn't be segregation. That's what we're doing. They're segregating,
It's almost as much as like, no, I'm going to say that.
It is like that. It's like the Jim Crow shit.
Well, it's
exactly what it is.
It is almost in reverse because it's a different underserved, populace or whatever.
I guarantee you, if the right people saw that, they'd be like, wait, what? What? Our people should be on the top. No, you should not be. But, I think it should be evenly spread across the thing, but it's not. And then this causes more dilemma and trouble. I hate drama, but I don't like nonsense either. Like, I don't know all the checks and balances or whatever, but I do know what could be cut. I know the fat that can be trimmed.
Yeah.
And, that's the bottom line. What fat can we trim off? Stop paying yourselves $160,000 a year. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That.
I don't know. It depends on the position.
But no, man, fuck that. I'm sorry.
I never even looked it up, but I wonder what the average city salary is. It's not 160, I bet. And if it is, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I know my big boss, the big boss over Parks right there. His is like 160.
Sure, the big boss.
like, bro, when you get there, you're doing nothing. You just making sure, like, you get yelled at if you don't keep the numbers right, but you get to yell at everybody else if they don't keep the numbers right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean, I'm not saying you should get paid under, but no. No. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? A reasonable 100 and 110.
Oh shit, let's see.
Yeah. I said, you're getting paid more than teachers.
77,000.
Who?
You want to read it?
No, I know he don't make 77.
No, I'm telling you, the average Denver Works position, the average salary of someone who is salaried for the city of Denver is 77,000.
Okay.
These are the people you pay more, I guess.
Oh no, he get 160. We know that. That's
fine. But the guy that, like, you know, is full time janitor here and there, he gets salaried, and he only makes 50,000, so it balances out.
Yeah, that's not no. Cause see, that's why I would never be a janitor for anyone. Cause if I'm getting paid less than you, I'm not cleaning up. Because
I'm not cleaning up human. You know, whatever we want to call it.
I mean, I ain't
liquids, fluids.
I used to work at a truck stop, and I was the manager over there. When I clean shit. I don't care. I'm like, shit. That's one thing I will do. I won't ask nobody to do anything I won't do. So if I ask you to go scrub the floor, I'm gonna scrub the floor with you just so you'll see how I do it. But I like doing shit like that, you know. But like this is that we're doing is just, it doesn't make sense. Like this shit, you know, like buying hotels and stuff for the homeless.
You're still mad about the homeless people thing?
Oh yeah.
What bothers you about that? Why do you care?
Yeah, cause they know, bro. Some of these people are homeless because they want to be. Some of them are.
But those people didn't come and get rooms.
They didn't do what?
Those people didn't come inside when the thing was offered.
All the drug people did.
Huh?
All the drug people did.
Yeah, because they don't be cold.
See, I would have been like, oh, so if I'm not saying if you're not clean, but if you're coming in and, oh, this is a dope house for you, no, you have to go. I mean, it would have been some kicking out real quick. Like,
why? Like, what do you care about this? Like, I don't know why you care about a bunch of.
Because it hurt my pockets. Because they take away from my stuff.
But most of this was not.
I don't care. Nope.
Most of the budget doesn't.
But it is, bro. Like, what do you mean? I don't care what you say you read. I'm telling you what the meetings that we have and why we got stuff took away. It was because of the hotels and when those people came in.
You don't think the managers of those?
I don't give a damn, bro. Fuck that. They need, if you want to be on, if you want to live on a house, if you want to live homeless, then you live on the street. If you want to do drugs and you don't want to go and do work to have drugs and have a place to stay, that is your choice. I'm not knocking anybody's choice, but that is your choice. You're taken away because I pay taxes. I don't pay taxes for to home no people. I pay taxes here to make sure there are kid programs for children. I can give a damn. After you turn 25 and you are grown, I don't care where you at. If you outside on the street, you're outside on the street because you chose to be. Yes, it is harder for some people to get on their feet because they don't have some things to. It's stupid how much you have to get ID and some jobs and gotta have somewhere to live. I think that shit should be changed. But like some people, like literally like to be living on like be homeless because it's the rules, that they don't want to follow. I get it. That's something, but that's by choice. That him spending $2 million on a hotel was stupid. It was 100% stupid. What happened? Drug dealers gonna be over there. It's gonna turn to a drug house. Guess what it did? Turned to a drug house.
First of all, it wasn't even his idea.
I don't care.
It was all federally funded.
It doesn't
all
matter.
he did was extend the program that was happening.
Okay, so you in charge, you can say no.
You can, but maybe he saw statistics or something else that suggested it was working. Or he was doing something positive.
That's probably why he won't win again.
That's cool.
I mean, it's cool with him. I'm cool with it.
I'm just saying, like, these are more complicated decisions than you might think. And
I mean, I'm not retarded. I know they're complicated decisions, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna feel how I feel about a program that I fucking run and that you're doing shit with because somebody wants to live on the street. I don't care. I see somebody homeless. Hey, what's up? We gonna talk. We gonna chill. I talk to you. I give you money. Still not gonna try to support you to go find nowhere to live. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to do dope, then you really should. That's not a problem. That's your problem because you got a choice. Find somewhere to live, have somewhere to pay rent, or do drugs. But you'd rather do drugs. Drugs, it is a disease. I know this. But that was your choice. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to be in pain in the house, or you can be high on the street. They chose to be high on the street. Those kids didn't ask for their mom and daddy have to go work all day, and then now that program that they needed is cut because I'm supposed to feel some type of way about a homeless man. Hell no. I'm worried about that child that has to go hungry, and now they're not having the programs to eat because we were stupid about the way we divided our money.
What I'm telling you is that who do the people that told you all that work for?
We had it with him, Johnson.
And so he said that it was all the homelessness problem. He said it was my fuck up.
See, I didn't say that he said that was the whole thing.
That's what I'm asking.
That was a big part.
I don't know what he said.
Okay, so let me talk.
I will.
Here we go.
I clear it up.
So that was a big. So he said, I have made some decisions that he now thought about that might not have been. Maybe you could have got one. No, you about two. And then another reason why I'm mad, because I had to get kicked out of an office that I was in to go to a rec. That'd be my office and then all of those people who had to lose those spots where they were at in their office just so you can sell it so we can make more money. To do what? To put a zip line downtown? Come on, man.
Do you know what department came up with that? Is that transportation or something?
What?
This zip line shit.
I was, I guess they're under one flag anyway. So it's Parks and Rec, Arts and Culture. I guess the wildlife. I guess the little rangers. Like, no, we pay too many damn park rangers to do nothing.
There you go. Fuck park rangers.
You know, I mean, we need some, but
just kidding.
Not as many as we got. Not for what they do. 4 of y'all come in one car to walk around. The kids aren't scared of park rangers because they know they're like cop-like. Why you need 6?
All I'm saying is I don't think. See, this is what bothers me. Right? So when they're in politics at any level, you know, the city, state, federal, local, even. There's always this thing where, like, when money is very low, they point at all the social programs and they say, look, we gave help to these fill in the blank, and they don't deserve it, and that's where all your money went. Fuck it, you know, and they blame those people. Like, this is so fucked up. We shouldn't be helping. Back in the 90s, it was we shouldn't be helping fucking single black mothers do this, that, they should be giving them money. We shouldn't be like, they were blaming on that when there was a budget deficit.
Well, that was their problem.
I'm just saying that I think the same thing is happening with this homeless issue because
it's not just the homeless shit, bro. I understand that.
But listen to these numbers. There's 11,000 people in 2020 that worked for the city. Now there's more than 15,000. The cost of paying all those people is $1.76 billion a year.
Okay, so
they have a $4 billion deficit or $4 billion budget. Half of the budget is now going to be paying the workers. Now they didn't grow any taxes, so why did they keep the workers after the pandemic? The average of 5,000. That's 33%. What do you mean? It doesn't work. They don't have any money.
They're full. They're working. It's better than giving to somebody who on the street doing dope.
All I'm saying is, like, the things that cost them what? Let me do quick math. Something like $380 million they could have saved if they wouldn't have continued to pay those positions that were no longer federally funded.
Fuck that. I'm one of those positions. So fuck
what do
you for that.
What do you
I'm one
mean?
of those positions that not.
No, you were. That's a pandemic. You were an outside guy. How did you get paid?
I was working with, and if my position was not here during the pandemic, I would not have a job right now.
When did they develop your position? Before the pandemic?
No.
Then that's not one of the ones we're talking about.
Yes. Now, my position would not be where it is if it wasn't for the pandemic. So when people they couldn't go, they wasn't going home. They was still coming. They still had they had to have the spots open for people who don't live on the street. They had to just come in there and get free ass food, which still pisses me off because they don't let kids do that. But you know what I'm saying? That's another here or there, which we need to talk about that too. And then we pay so many companies bullshit money for the things that we could probably, no, that we do ourselves. And then we let little things fly through, like people hiring their families to do things they ain't doing. You know, that's higher up though. See, no, and but the little people are the ones who suffer. And I'm gonna say little people because I don't make what the big people make, but the big people don't do what we do. They do paperwork. I know what paperwork is. I've been there, but no, I just feel like everything should be looked at. I'm not saying that it's not gonna still be a deficit, but I think everything should be looked at and spread out more evenly. And yes, they shouldn't have bought those things for those people. No. I'm gonna stick on that 100 grand.
But here's the thing. All you're saying is that they shouldn't have extended it because it was federal. We didn't pay for it at first.
Regardless of that, we weren't gonna get shit because it's a Democratic state and Trump pulled his money. And so it's not the federal government you know what I'm saying? We make enough money here that it shouldn't be an issue. And we shouldn't have to try to be like, oh, it's the federal government. No, bro. Like, people pay taxes. And you know what I'm saying? They pay taxes, then do right.
I'm not blaming it on the federal government either. This is what happens, right? So, if there's like a pandemic, for example, or other economic stimulus things, are there two missing? No.
Oh, there's that one.
But anyway, so they write a check and they say you should use this for this, and this. So during the pandemic, we needed extra paramedics, right? We needed extra people who could test, who could give flu shot or the vaccines. We needed people who could IT administrators for all the new technology stuff they're gonna have to use, like that kind of shit. Like that's what I'm talking about. And then when the pandemic ended, the federal government's like, okay, we're not giving you money more. There's no more pandemic, which is reasonable. I'm not blaming the federal government. The state then took it up and said, we're going to continue to fund these people. They shouldn't have done that. They should have laid off and furloughed those extra IT people, those like whatever, not necessarily paramedics, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what they should have done. Well, that's all I'm saying. That would have saved you $300 million. You wouldn't have lost anything in your program. That's actually a windfall. That's actually more money than they lost.
But the thing is that if they were being used, then they didn't need them. Like, just because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, paramedics, always need them.
Yeah, I didn't need the paramedics. But, like, the IT administration, people, the IT kind of shit. Like,
but see, the IT program, our IT program, if that's
what they sorry about all on.
They're talking about that being
that's half the time.
I'm like, bro, it can't be, because now, buying a fucking building, the downtown, that only use 2 floors, and it's like a gajillion floors. Yes, that is a waste of money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm period point blank, that wastes money. Giving people, like, when everybody came in, oh, yeah, we're a sovereign state, come here.
I mean, do we need a new football stadium? For real?
But the thing is I don't think we should be paying for that shit anyway, because because the Denver Broncos, they give to the Boys and Girls Club. They don't give to the city of Denver.
Well, they always build it in conjunction with the owners and the investors. Like the city always gives money because it helps with tourism, right? It brings in like 60,000 people 8 times a year. Like just boom right into the city. So it makes sense. But the amount, or what's his name, Mike Johnson or something like that, the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
He like took out a $200 million bond or something like that to help build this stadium. Like what the fuck? I just don't know why people talk about shit like that instead of like.
Well, I'm not gonna hear him. He took out that. Then I need to know, which is gonna be public record anyway. Like how much is that coming back to the city? Because I mean, it does pay. Because the Broncos are gonna always be a staple here. People are gonna always spend money. I don't care if you got $3. If you're a true Broncos fan, you finna spend 2 of them on Broncos shit.
The mayor's just a bad negotiator. Like the thing is, it's like some markets, right? The fucking teams will get up and leave if you don't help pay. Like that's what happened in L.A. or whatever, right? Was it L.A. where they went to the fucking Nevada?
Mm.
Yeah, so. That's what happened there. They didn't offer to pay enough at the stadium, so they're like, "Fuck you, we'll go to another state."
Yeah,
but like the Broncos ain't gonna do that. The Broncos wouldn't do that because there's too much here for this. This is the history place.
Oh yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
So if Johnson was like, "No, we'll give you like 170 to 150 maybe," they'd be like, "Oh, okay," and they would fucking accept it. The fucking owner of the Broncos is a billionaire. Like
one of them.
Yeah, he's $1 billion out of like 200 in this country.
Because Condoleezza Rice, she's a owner too.
Who?
Condoleezza Rice.
She a billionaire?
No, she's the owner of the Broncos.
Oh, she's partial owner of the Broncos? Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's cool. I don't have a problem. I know she's Republican and conservative, but like, did you know Condi, like, her big thing was she went through her PhD program studying the Russians in a Cold War scenario. So then when they employed her in like Afghanistan, it made no sense. She had no like education on like what do you want to call like Islamic terrorism basically. She was a Cold War Soviet specialist. So I thought that's pretty badass though. She knows all about the Russians and shit.
Oh yeah, no, I like smart black women. Yeah, I don't care if she's Republican. You already know me. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
She just said some crazy shit. I was like, hey,
she's Republican.
You kind of that was stupid, lady.
Republican.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have to follow stupid to be with stupid. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's like, hey, I believe what he believes. No, I don't, but I'm still gonna stay on this side of the road. I mean, that's just how I am. Because I don't believe everything these Democrats be talking about, but I still, what I'm saying, I just stay on that line where I just chill. I don't like all of that crazy crap. People, it's just more shit for us to fight about. And this money was the same thing, but, I'm like, The way I say, people all they did is it's going to switch over. They're going to get a Republican in here, and they're going to do what they want to do, and then it's going to be
a Democrat, and then they're going to do what they want. Well, not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Democrats
don't do what they should do ever. They get the opportunity to have the House and the Senate, or the House and the Oval Office, and they pat it around. They don't get it done.
I'm like, then it's like a cycle. It happens because that's what the Republicans are doing now. Yeah, man, he's kind of saying some stupid shit, but yeah, all right. Well, half the people don't agree, but they're gonna agree because that's just the way it is. I don't know. It keeps going back and forth. Like, really, we paid for a lot of shit that we shouldn't. Like, a lot of the, like the maintenance. I've seen more than half of our maintenance. It's like, we don't need you here, Billy, Joe, Caleb.
They have too many janitors?
No, they ain't the janitors. Just like the cutting the grass and the trees.
Yeah, see, there's probably other expenditures there they can cut.
But I still say I wouldn't have done all the stuff he done.
Bill Clinton in 1992 was elected president with a budget deficit of something like $11 trillion, right? He balanced it by the end of his first term. Like, that's, how much more $11 trillion is than the $4 billion? Like, he could have sat down and done something, I think. Like, I think he's a shitty-ass mayor, and hopefully he won't be reelected.
Don't get me wrong, because I am here, so I have to, Texas got the most fucked up people in the world, and I still in that place, so I can't even trip. I just feel like it probably cost them re-election, because
for sure.
At the end of the day,
Also, did you know there was a savings account attached to all this that they had something like $200 million in, and they expired that? Yeah. He stole $200 from the people, and still couldn't get it done.
I'm like, it's just. But then, I'm not trying. I can't say it's stolen because we give out so much free shit. It's so much free shit.
It's not stolen, but he took it to pay the shortfall or whatever it's called, the deficit.
Yeah, but if we wouldn't have fucking bought no damn hotels,
he caused the deficit.
We shouldn't have bought no damn hotels for people.
I still just don't agree with that. I don't agree with it in principle. Now, do I agree that they did it the right way and all that shit? Well, hell no, but like...
I did it wrong, so wrong.
Yeah, but like, trying to spend money on getting people indoors, I think is fine. In general, as a principle, that's it.
Now, if you're going, then you have to make a choice. That's how I feel the same way on food stamps.
The loss of the money from that program is only about 11% of this total budget windfall.
I don't care.
You should care. Because next time you should figure out what the real problem is and like what you did to cause this problem. You know what I mean?
That was a big part of the problem, bro. Like,
no, there's only 11% of that expense.
You could say it's 11%, bro. Then that's you.
What do you mean? That's me. It's a number.
Okay, so that's your opinion. Mine is, I still wouldn't have bought that shit for them. Like, if you can go spend money on dope, then you can go find somewhere to live. Period. I don't care. Dope. And if it was just a place for battered women and children, yes. 100%. But then I'm going to say, me working overnight at those, some of those people should not be in there either. I'm like, your kid probably shouldn't be in there either.
Right.
But, it just should be stricter. I'm sorry. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be homeless, you're gonna be homeless. If you're gonna be homeless and a drug addict, then guess what? Something has to give. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak on kids regardless. It doesn't matter what it is about this grown up shit. Because children are the future. And if you take it away from children to make sure somebody has somewhere to live to do dope, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Not saying that because that's not the only thing, because we got a lot of jobs that really shouldn't even be jobs. People get paid to do that. How about buying all these damn cars for the city to ride in? And, you know, we got city cars. You don't need no city car. You don't. You have a car. If you don't, and if you should be able to have a set of sectional cars, how about buying these damn new trucks? We bought, I think they bought, the city bought like 14.
Didn't they buy like 100 electric buses that never ran?
Now that,
I'm pretty sure. Like, I knew a guy that was a bus driver. And he was telling me about that.
I don't know about our buses. On that too, that should be so free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got so much, you can get a card, and if you got this, and you can get on the bus ride free, but you still got to pay the bus drivers to drive. You still got to put gas in there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it should be something. If you're going to get it free, then, you know what I'm saying, what are you going to give? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they bought these things, and then they realized, oh, it's going to cost more than gasoline to charge them. Because of the way they had the infrastructure for charging.
They should have known that, though. You know, it's electric regardless.
But they had already put in 100 orders, and it was guaranteed they couldn't take it back.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't even just blame him, because it's
I don't even know if he was there at the time.
It's a group of people who make those freaking choices too. I said, like I said, the president. I don't get mad at him too much. Like, he's just a stupid person, but like, he doesn't make all those choices. It's the House and the Senate does, and so if they're gonna go along with the shit, then that's who really it is, because they'll veto his shit so fast if they really wanted to. But if they want to say something stupid, they're gonna do that. So I mean, they're like mayors, presidents.
He just has the councils. All
yeah, but they're just puppets, you know.
Oh no, actually, I know one of the city councilors. He's a member of a group that I'm a member of. He's kind of a cool guy.
Shout out to Miss Ann. She is for Denver, one of the spokesmen for Denver, and for City, for the city, District 8. I want to say District 8, District 11 as well. She has been one of those ladies. She's like 80 years old. She still be walking around there talking to Johnson, telling him what he's doing wrong. But like, I don't know, man. I just feel like they just, some things shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be a big, like, you shouldn't have a bigger priority. Like, even when the people came, when all of the Scots came, we did a lot, you know, and I'm saying I give it to Denver. They did a lot to the fact I said that they did too much, you know. We made them priority, especially in our groups. We made them priority, and it shouldn't have been them being priority. They should just been, you know, hey, you're just as important as these. And that kind of messed us up too, because like before B-Man was split, it was just one, like just one unit, unit under. But then we split it. They split it, and it was like, well, hey, we're gonna have the Venezuelans and Spanish people. They're gonna have their own programs because more of them speak, Spanish. Okay, cool. Not cool, because they get paid more than we do because they speak Spanish. No, because you're not letting English people into your programs. So why are we paying them more? And I'm doing the same job. Yeah, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And but that's just.
I feel like this is like I am the least like the learn our language or get out of our country kind of guy. But like when it comes to, I don't know, like they're making you do 2 departments basically because one set of children can't speak English.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's bullshit. Now I remember when I was trying to learn Spanish and other languages growing up. What was the one thing they would say? Immersion. Use it or lose it. You have to practice. You have to be in it all the time. Yep. They need to be assimilated with the other children so they can learn fucking English. That's all I'm saying. Like, so it causes more problems by separating them from,
exactly.
The kids.
It's definitely doing it.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Because people start to see it and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. And don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I done seen the Spanish people got that bread. They be getting that bread. But I'm like, still, man, you can't. I don't know. Like I said before, I feel like it's like some Jim Crow shit. You know what I'm saying? You still separate everybody, we're still separating people.
Yeah, the weird thing is it's like in Jim Crow though it was like an oppressed group being oppressed by an oppressor. Like one and the other.
Yeah.
This is like, wait, white people are now separating out Spanish people and prioritizing them over black people? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, and whites.
Yeah, and the other whites.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then you got to split because like some of the Spanish kids actually know Spanish and English.
Yeah.
And so they usually hang with the, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, no. Some things gotta get like that's why I can say like that you're Republican, I'm not a Republican at all, but I'm like some of the stuff they say does make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it does. Like if we're gonna be a melting pot, then be a melting pot. If you.
But we gotta stir up sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta stir that shit up. You can't just fucking leave all the cheese at the corners.
And that because if. We're just making it worse,
like I don't understand why New York City has a Chinatown. There's this funny ass Irish comedian that's just like, we don't have a Chinatown Irish or in Ireland. He's like, we just let them live with us.
And it's true. I mean, and I get it. We have this thing, the Dragon Boat, and all that stuff. But that's because I have to say it was a lot of Asian people in Denver, like that made Denver what it is, like to build, And so I get it. But I'm like, we don't even do that for the Asian people. So why are we doing it? I'm just saying. And I don't get me wrong, I ain't no hater.
Because they expect Asian people to speak English.
You know what I'm saying? Because my wife is Hispanic, and yes, I ain't no racist, none of that shit. I just feel like if we're gonna be equal, it needs to be equal. I feel like it should be equal across the board. Now, that should be equal across the board. Period. If I give them $5, I'm gonna give you $5. I'm gonna give. Well, we can't live off $5. Well, you better learn. Because if they can, you can. Now, we don't want to learn to speak English. Well, shit, tough titty. Because if you go to Mexico, you have to learn to speak Spanish.
Yeah. If you go anywhere, you have to learn to speak their official native tongue.
So, I mean, I'm behind my kids and everything on that. They're trying to, like, we're not trying to take anything away. I said, they ain't trying to take nothing away. But the dudes do have a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to be here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if we're going to do with the Brazilians, we're going to live with the Brazilians, do as the Brazilians do. You're going to live with the Americans, do what Americans do. Well, Americans speak English. Now, should you get paid more money because you're bilingual? Yes, I also believe that too. Because if you can speak English and Spanish, you should get paid more money. But I feel like if you are coming through the school system, you should have to learn English. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because if you're English, you have to learn Spanish.
If you're in India, you have to learn English before you get out of school too. Do you know that? They have to learn 3 languages. They have to learn their native dialect, which is where they grew up. Then they have to learn Hindi. Then they have to learn English. They have to learn all 3 before they can graduate school.
English is the hardest language to learn.
Exactly.
I'm like...
And that's their own self-imposed shit. That's not like Americans making them do it. Like they make themselves learn English because it's the fucking most popular language in the world.
That's just how people communicate. And if you think about like Germans do that shit, so they all do, but they gonna learn.
No, they all learn English too.
Because it's like that's just how people communicate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even get me wrong. I don't have anything against anyone. I just feel like some things, when you're grown and you make grown decisions, then you get grown up with Roberts. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I feel like, I grew up broke, and my mama, and I don't care nobody say, my mama never one time was on food stamps. We didn't get she didn't get none of no government assistance.
My mom went got a sugar daddy.
And I'm like, shit, my mom, she was beating on her men up. So, we really didn't have that. But
yeah.
I'm like, yes, I do speak. I'm one of those ones to speak. If you laying around the house smoking weed, getting $68 rent and you getting $700 on food stamps, yes, I am one of those ones. You need to get that cut off, or they need to piss test you every month. And if you're dirty, your ass can't get no stuff.
I don't agree unless at the very same moment, every fucking politician has to do the same shit.
Well,
because they shouldn't be getting government money for salary and shit like that if they're doing drugs. If it matters that much for the homeless, it matters that much for them too. That's bullshit.
But they go to work. No, but like I just said, they go to work. It don't matter what they do. They go to work.
So that's the most thing. Like most people who are on public services like that have a fucking job. Like you can't get on food stamps without a job.
Who can't?
Unless you're pregnant or have the child. But like if you're a man, black, white, whatever, no. Without a job, you cannot get food stamps. We look it up right now. I promise.
I got food stamps.
When? Here in this town?
Oh, I want to forget.
Oh, well, I ain't talking about no goddamn Texas. I don't know what the laws in Texas.
And then and in Colorado, if you're a man in Colorado and you don't have a job, then something's wrong with you anyway.
Well, I think you can not have a job, but you have to have just been laid off, and it has to be like you have to qualify
No,
for.
if you just got laid off,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Then now, if you can get food stamps, you can get food stamps being a single male.
Yeah, you sure can. I did whenever, when I was in my medical thing. You know, I was taking short-term disability, so they gave me food stamps.
Because
I wasn't working.
Like, I think it's unfair because women don't have to have. Women can just I ain't got to do shit. You get
when it comes to public services, much of it is built for women. I mean, think about WIC.
Oh, yeah.
There's a women in crisis. There's SNAP. You know, small needy whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and they shouldn't get that much money.
Yeah.
That much money. Like, you get $900 for what? No. You got little babies. The babies ain't eating steaks. They don't need that because half of them you sell them.
They do. They sell them for drugs or whatever.
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
There's a philosopher in the 20s. I can't remember his name. Friedman. He was also an economist, but he said he made this argument. And I agree with him though. He's like, any social program is going to unfairly and unnecessarily exclude people that should have it, and every social program is going to unfairly give it to people that do not deserve it. But that's not an argument against having that policy and having that institution. So like, I'm a big proponent of food stamps. So even if the government that is right now is fucking it up and the rules are stupid and then, you know, whatever, I still think it's worth having it, you know, kind of thing. And the same thing goes for SNAP and WIC and all that shit, really.
I mean, I don't think that we should not have it. I just think that it should be limited. I don't. Nope. You don't.
I'd probably agree until now, but just because like what they're getting compared to what fucking food costs now, it's almost caught up. Where they're not getting too much.
You better go generic.
Yeah, well, I've been eating generic my whole life.
I know, and it ain't hurt nobody. So they ass better keep eating.
I got fat the same way.
I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, I go to Dollar Store and buy some Dollar Store food. It's the same stuff out there. People just like we give. I don't know. I just say.
Well, look at our supermarkets now. All of our supermarkets have to be top end everything. It's so expensive, and they have to like supplement your cost with like the organic vegan shit that no one's eating. You know, it's like the same shit.
It's just because it's like it doesn't. I don't understand how like people make like we let people make their prices and then like people jump the prices up.
Yeah, look at the fucking like we only have price setters in certain markets, right? And one of them is pharmaceuticals, and there's only it's limited there. But think about that. Like we know that in like the place where people should have ethics, they're not. We have to stop them from raising prices on people for medication. But like they don't even think about it for food, but food is just as necessary, if not more necessary for life than fucking medication. You know, like, and they just sort of set their prices the way they want. You know,
and that's the problem. Like, why are we? I don't know. I say
because if we had a government agency that set prices, they'd fuck it up too.
Well, you know, if you think about it,
we don't have anyone good enough to do it.
Yeah, the Great Depression.
Yeah,
the people pulled themselves out of that, not the government.
You know, I need to learn more about the Great Depression. I don't know enough. To be honest, I can't remember what recovered the economy. I know it was Black Friday or whatever in 22 that the stock market dropped, and then everyone was out of work, and then at the same time there was like storms in the Midwest, and they called it the Dust Bowl, and that shit, like Grapes of Wrath stuff.
And see, the thing is that people understand, you know, this ain't time to repeat yourself. This shit's gonna happen again.
Oh, for sure.
And like people gonna go crazy with, oh my God, we can't. The electronics are dead.
Don't worry, AI is on its way. AI will fix this problem. AI will see that budget defect or deficit coming 2 years ahead of time, and make the proper changes.
And then when that shit goes away, I'm gonna be like Will Smith and I'm gonna have,
robot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be having the shit that shoes at the house, record players, still counting on my fingers and hands, writing down shit. Because man, I mean, I do like the future how it is, but it is.
Sure.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean,
we busted through that. Well, the first half was a little boring, but I think we settled our differences on that one issue, so that's good. We worked through it this time. We worked through it.
Yeah, no, I mean, because the thing is, I'm speaking from